I'm Wayne Smith, and I joined the CCC camp in 1937. We went up to Baker City, which was just Baker, Oregon then. Now they call it Baker City. We worked out in the woods, thinning trees and cutting wood and that sort of thing. Very good program. I enjoyed it very much. I learned a lot and managed not to get hurt. I think you should have that kind of a program now for the young folks. It'd be a good thing. We went up to Anthony Lakes and shoveled snow off of the lake and for the ice skaters, and we thinned a lot of trees and cut down a lot of the scrub trees so the good ones could survive, and I think that was a good program. It was very cold up there. I don't know just how cold it was, but it was very cold. We rode in the trucks going back and forth, and it was about 20 miles, I guess, from Baker City up to Anthony Lakes. You sit in the back of an open truck, just covered with canvas. It got pretty cold. Yeah, but it was fun. We had plenty of food there. I can't remember for sure just exactly what we ate, but I do remember the Thanksgiving dinner. We all got diarrhea from the turkey was frozen in the pans, and everybody that came for our dinner, why, they was also affected with it. We had a big laugh over that, and it wasn't really funny, but it turned out pretty good. I'll never forget it. We got up pretty early, about, I can't remember just exactly, but it was kind of like being in the Army. Got up for our breakfast, and they fed real good, and I guess I did serve sometime in the mess hall. I can't remember exactly what I did in there, but probably waiting tables, and food was very good food. We had good appetites, of course, and we'd get up and assemble kind of like being in the Army, and they'd call a roll call and see if everybody was there. We took our lunch with us to the camps, to the working place, which was about in the neighborhood of 15, 20 miles from the camp, from where we lived in Baker City. We drove up into the mountains and sat in the back end of those covered wagon trucks, I called them, and it got pretty cold. It was an awful cold winter there, I remember, 37 and 8. I was only in the CCCs about 6 months, and I can't remember exactly what I did when I got out. I think I worked down at the Western Cooperage. I know I worked there, but about that time, and my mother worked there also. In fact, she got me the job. I joined the Navy in 1940, I think it was 42 or 3. I'd have to look on my discharge papers and find out.
He was 22?
21 when I joined the Navy. Yeah, I went to Bremerton for served my time in boot camp. Well, I went up to San Diego first, and then we were shipped back to Bremerton because we were assigned to the California, and that's where it was. It came back from Pearl Harbor, after being sunk in Pearl Harbor, and they fixed it up in Bremerton. That's where I went aboard it. We went from Bremerton over to Saipan. We got hit there and got killed a couple guys, hit from the shore batteries. And then we went to the Tinian invasion, which is there in the Marianas. And we finished there and went to Guam, bombed Guam for the invasion of Guam. And after that we went to the Philippines for Leyte Gulf, and took that all in. After that we went up to Luzon. I think we went into we got seven stars for 7 invasions overall. I started barbering in the Navy. I was just cutting the guy's hair around the barracks, and Wormerson, that's the guy that was in charge of the service of barbering and that sort of thing. He asked me if I wanted to get in the barber shop. I said, yes, I'll take a chance on that. And I learned the trade in the Navy, and it turned out pretty good. I've been barbering ever since. I became officer's barber. I just cut officers' hair. We had a special barber shop down on the 2nd deck for that. And one time I was called up to the captain's quarters up on the superstructure, and I forgot I got everything ready to give him a haircut, and I'd forgotten my clippers. But fortunately, he was a nice guy, so I didn't catch heck for that. I think we were in port at the time, and so that worked out pretty good. We were very happy when we found out the war was over, and there was a lot of celebrating going on, of course. And I can't remember where we were, but we were at sea someplace between the Philippines and I can't remember just where we were. And but we were very happy. We got back home. I had to go to barber school 3 months to get a barber's license. I got that in and got my license and started barbering in the shop where I'm in now, and been there ever since. It's been pretty good to me. I married my high school sweetheart, so to speak. I didn't go to school with her, but we went. She went to Girls Poly, and I went to Benson. So she was my sweetheart. This is 2013, and I'm 92, and still working half a day, and I keep working as long as I feel decent. I walk to work. I think that's very important to get the exercise. I have a lovely family. 2 good-looking boys, and a very good-looking daughter who lives in Alaska. And I have good, nice grandson, plus some granddaughters.